They only cared when they thought there was money involved. As soon as they learned the truth, their fake kindness vanished. That's when I knew I was completely alone in this. My name is Sarah. I'm 29 years old, and for the last few years, my life has felt like a holding pattern, stuck taking care of my mother after my father passed away. My older sister, Ashley, 6 years older than me, moved across the state after getting married to her husband, Mike. They barely kept in touch. That left just Mom and me in our small condo. Living with Mom was difficult. Once I started my job, she stopped working entirely. She acted like I was her personal ATM, and housekeeper rolled into one. Every morning it was, "Sarah, did you make coffee?" Or, "I need $400 this month. Just transfer it." There was always some new demand. People told me to move out, and believe me, I wanted to. But Ashley and Mike made it clear they wouldn't take her in. And honestly, despite the frustration, I felt trapped by obligation. I just couldn't abandon her. But my patience was wearing thin. One afternoon, I noticed cash missing from my purse again. "Mom, did you take money from my wallet?" I asked, trying to stay calm. She puffed up, offended. "How dare you accuse me? I needed groceries. I just borrowed it." "Borrowed? You never pay it back. Can you at least ask?" Her face hardened. "Ask? I raised you. Everything you have, you owe to me. You're so ungrateful." I took a shaky breath. "Mom, I help you with everything, but that doesn't mean you can just take my money without asking. It's your duty now that you're earning," she snapped. "Stop complaining about a few dollars." This was every argument. My attempts to set boundaries crashed against the wall of "I raised you" and "you owe me." It always left me feeling small and defeated. I made a decent salary. I could afford to help her. But being treated like a perpetual piggy bank, constantly drained and disrespected, was slowly breaking me. Then came the day things flipped upside down. I got home from work to find Ashley and Mike sitting in my living room. I hadn't seen them in ages. Ashley smirked. "Hey, Sarah, still got that serious face, huh?" Just like old times. She loved putting me down. Marriage hadn't softened her a bit. "What are you guys doing here?" I asked, wary. "Can I visit Mom?" She shrugged casually. "This isn't Mom's place anymore," I said, crossing my arms. "This is my condo. I bought it." Mike chuckled. "Relax, Sarah. We're family." Before I could respond, Mom spoke up, her voice sickeningly sweet. "Actually, Sarah, I've been thinking. Maybe it's time you found your own place." I froze. "What?" She smiled. "Ashley and Mike are planning to start a family, and they'd like me to live with them for a while. They suggested it." My chest tightened. "So, you want me to move out so you can live with them? After everything I've done?" Mom looked away. "You're independent now. You'll be fine." That was it. I was done. I started laughing, a bitter, hollow sound. "All right," I said, grabbing my keys. "You want me out? Fine. But you should know, the mortgage, the HOA fees, all the bills. I've been covering everything. The condo is in my name. When I leave, you're on your own." Their faces went pale. "Wait, what?" Mom stammered. I shrugged. "Guess you'll need to find somewhere else to live. Maybe Ashley and Mike can take you in after all." Ashley's mouth gaped. Mike stared at the floor like it held all the answers to the universe. I walked out into the night, leaving them stunned and silent. For the first time in years, I felt a cold, hard sense of freedom. I didn't feel guilty. Not one bit. It was clear. Ashley and Mike were just as self-serving as Mom had become. I went to a diner, ate dinner alone, and planned my next steps. Strangely, after that night, Ashley and Mike started showing up at my condo constantly. They acted like they owned the place, lounging on my sofa, demanding things. "Seriously, Ashley, what's the deal? I finally confronted her. This is my place. So? What does that matter? She snapped back. I'm here for Mom. I worry about her. Worry? You haven't called her regularly in years since Dad died. None of your business, she retorted. Now I'm hungry. Make us something to eat. Mike chimed in. Yeah, Sarah. Get us some dessert. That fancy chocolate cake you like. Mom actually added, You're home from work. You're free. Go get it, lazy. It was unbelievable. Mike, who used to avoid Mom like the plague, was now her best friend. Ashley played the role of the concerned daughter. They were definitely working together, planning something. A few days later, their plan became painfully clear. Sarah, Mom announced abruptly one evening, I can't live with you anymore. I've decided to leave. What are you talking about? I asked, bewildered. Exactly what I said, she said, looking away. I can't stand living with someone so uninspired and difficult. I'm moving in with Ashley and Mike. My jaw dropped. They wanted to take her in? The ones who swore they never would. Just then, Ashley and Mike conveniently arrived. Ashley, what is going on? I demanded. You guys never wanted Mom to live with you. Ashley straightened up, a smug look on her face. It's only right the eldest daughter takes care of her mother. Unless you have a problem with that. No, that's not it, but... Then it's settled. She cut me off. Mom's moving in with us. We don't need you anymore. You can leave. Leave? After I had done everything for Mom? I looked at my sister's arrogant face and felt a surge of pure disgust. But I also saw the calculation in their eyes. Something wasn't right. Mom might be difficult, but she was still my mother, and I didn't want problems later. I decided to try one last time. Mom, don't you see something is off here? Ashley and Mike haven't cared about you for years. She cut me off again, her voice cold. What are you rambling about? If anyone's off, it's you. People who just leech off their parents should leave. The moment those words left her mouth, any lingering affection I had for her evaporated. After all the years of support, the sacrifices, the emotional toll, she called me a leech? Fine. They thought they had won. But their victory would be short-lived. All right, I said, my voice steady, looking at all three of them. I'll leave right now. Ashley smirked. Finally, Mom, you must be so happy. Oh, I am, Mom beamed. Living with Ashley and Mike. I'm thrilled. They'll take care of me now. Of course, Mom, Mike added, grinning. They patted each other on the back, celebrating their perceived triumph. It was hard not to laugh, but I held it in. My revenge had to be perfect. For the next week, I felt like a ghost in my own home while they acted like the place was already theirs. It was advantageous. They ignored me, which meant I could plan my move without interference. Moving day arrived. Ashley was practically skipping. This is it, Sarah. We'll take care of Mom now. You don't have to worry. Thanks, I replied, my voice calm. She's all yours. Something in my tone seemed to unnerve her. Mom approached me, a smug look back on her face. Try to get married soon, Sarah. It would be sad to be alone your whole life. People call women, like you losers, you know. Mike snickered. Ashley covered her mouth to stifle a laugh. I met her gaze, my expression flat. That's okay. From now on, I'm living for myself. I don't have to take care of anyone anymore, right? Mom's face twisted. Just go. I never asked you to take care of me. Whatever, I shrugged, already heading for the door. Oh, looks like they're here. The movers I hired were outside. As they started carrying out my boxes, I gestured around the living room. Okay, guys, make sure you get all the furniture and appliances in these rooms, too. 3 voices shrieked in unison. Wait, what? They were completely bewildered. The TV, the fridge, the microwave, the vacuum, the coffee maker. I listed, giving instructions. And the sofa, the dining table, my bed. Take everything. What are you doing? Mom screamed, rushing forward. Stop this. I turned to her, raising an eyebrow. What do you mean? Am I doing something strange? Strange? You're taking everything? Have you lost your mind? Mike yelled, his face bright red as he stepped towards me. Listen to your mother. How are we supposed to live without furniture? You can't take this stuff. Mom and Ashley were flapping their arms, completely losing it. I took a breath and finally let myself smirk. Are you guys confused about something? Everything in this condo, including the condo itself, the appliances, the furniture, it all belongs to me. No way! This is Mom's place, Mike shouted. Dad's inheritance paid for this and everything in it. I knew it. He was an idiot. They thought Mom had inherited a fortune and bought this place, and they were moving in to get their hands on it. That's why they suddenly cared. Ashley, I said, turning to my sister, who looked increasingly nervous. Are you confused? I bought this condo. I've been giving Mom $2,500 a month for years. Their faces went rigid. Those losses you talked about? I continued, looking from Ashley to Mike. You just wanted to live with Mom because you thought you'd get Dad's money someday, didn't you? Mike scoffed. What are you talking about? Mom blew through Dad's inheritance years ago. Ashley's face drained of color. She darted a look at Mom, who was staring at the floor, pale and silent. Mom, I said, my voice hard now. Explain. You told them you bought everything here, didn't you? I was just trying to look good, she mumbled. Trying to look good? Ashley shrieked. We only agreed to live with you because we thought there was money. If there's no inheritance, what's the point? Wait, what are you saying? Mom stammered, finally looking up. Didn't you say you'd take care of me because you're the eldest daughter? Ashley crossed her arms, furious. I lied. I just said that so we could move in. Seeing their scheme exposed, Ashley was livid. Mom looked utterly crushed, realizing her children's kindness was purely transactional. What a mess they were. Mom should have known something was up when Ashley and Mike, who hadn't cared about her for years, suddenly wanted her to move in. And Ashley should have known Mom had no money left years ago if she'd ever bothered to pay attention. As they sat there, broken and bickering, Mike suddenly perked up. Wait, what if Sarah lived with us again? Mom and Ashley's heads snapped up, hope flashing in their eyes. Yes, Sarah, you should live with us after all, Mom pleaded. Please, Sarah, we need you, Ashley added, suddenly desperate. Their abrupt shift, their pathetic neediness, was nauseating. They only wanted me around when I was useful, when I was paying or when they thought I had access to money. Are you serious? I laughed, the sound completely cold. Live with you? Never. I wouldn't live with trash like you three if you paid me. I looked at each of them. From now on, I'm living for myself. Whatever happens to you is your problem. Why don't you just happily ruin your lives together? Mom, Ashley, and Mike looked completely defeated. They sank onto the bare floor where my sofa had been, staring blankly ahead. Goodbye, I said. Good luck being a family. I closed the door behind me. My lease on the condo was ending in 2 weeks. Since it was in my name, they'd be forced out. Not my problem anymore. A week later, just as I expected, Mom called. Sarah, please, I can't live like this. Come back. No way, I said flatly. Why don't you have that idiotic couple take care of you? They're terrible people, she cried. They apparently quit their jobs and moved here because they thought I still had your father's inheritance. They only care about money. I know, I said. I don't care anymore, Mom. I'm not interested in a family that only values money. But, Sarah, I only have you. Mom, I'm busy. Can I hang up? Please, Sarah, help. I ended the call and blocked her number. The urge to help her was completely gone. Word got back to me eventually. Mom, Ashley, and Mike were evicted from the condo. Ashley apparently used her last bit of savings to get them into a cheap, rundown apartment. Mom still didn't work, and she and Mike fought constantly. Ashley was the only one bringing in money, working multiple jobs just to survive. As for me, cutting ties with them felt like shedding a heavy weight. I started saving money, using it on myself for the first time. After years of being used, manipulated, and taken for granted, I was finally free to live my own life, make my own choices, and find my own happiness. Choosing myself wasn't easy. There were moments of doubt, but walking away from that toxic dynamic was the best decision I ever made. Have you ever been in a situation where people only cared about what they could get from you? Have you ever given everything only to be tossed aside when you set boundaries? Share your experience. Your story might give someone else the strength to walk away, just like I did. If you were me, what would you have done? Would you have left sooner? Confronted them differently? Was there another way? Let me know how you see it. How would you handle a family that only cared when they thought money was involved? If you have advice for someone trying to escape a toxic family, share it below. A few wise words can make a world of difference. Most importantly, remember this. You don't owe anyone your peace, your happiness, or your money just because you share blood. You deserve respect. You deserve relationships built on love, not obligation or guilt. If people only value you for what you provide, it's okay to walk away. It's okay to choose yourself. And when you do, you might finally find the freedom you've been denied for so long.